Hello Aquarius, welcome. This is your bi-weekly guided spirit message tarot reading for 1st to the 14th of March 2021. So for those of you that know me, welcome back. Thanks for coming back. For those of you that are new here, I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you like this video and I hope you like my channel and subscribe if you do. Aquarius, guided spirit message. We're going to pull a number of cards before we get to the tarot. That's too many. Blessing to lift sadness, the moth, sensitivity, boundaries, turn to the light. Affirmation is focus on the light. Look at that, a blessing to lift sadness. How beautiful is the spirit of the universe when it shows up, huh? Oh, I'm knocking over old St. Jude here. The patron saint of hopeless cases and lost causes, the never-ending story. Wow, very heavy, Aquarius. Something very, very emotionally heavy is going on in your life. And Spirit's trying to get your attention. It wants to help lift that sadness. And interestingly enough, wow, this is crazy. I got to show you this. This just kind of rocked my world right here. You have the moth, and you have the blessing to lift sadness. I'm going to just show you this right now real quick, okay? This blessing to lift sadness has a moth in it. I don't know, I hope you can see that, right? And then you have the moth coming out, and this is about turning to the light, and it's about melancholy and sadness and that kind of thing. So we're going to get into it before we get to the tarot, because I want to read this moth affirmation, communication and co-creation. So an overflow love. So you have, there's something that's like holding you back from being the very best that you can be right now, and it's not because you're doing anything wrong at all, Aquarius. There's just some sadness going on in your life. So I am going to read the affirmation on the back of this card, so that because I can't expect you to read that or whatever, and I don't want you to have to look it up, but it says, trust your instincts. Even if you lack clarity at this time, you are making progress and can trust your feelings to guide the way. If something feels right, move toward it. If something seems off, step back. There's no need to justify your feelings with logic. You're going through a time of heightened psychic and emotional sensitivity, so be sure to give to yourself and to replenish and nurture and protect all of your being. You have the innate ability to find a source of spiritual light even during the darker times in life. Amazing. So you have this moth, right? This is like the moth always goes to the light. You know, it's like, and I always get annoyed by moths. I go outside in the summertime, and there's always some bunch of moths flying around the light. But you know what? Really, if you think about it, they are attracted to the light. And this is what you are right now in the first 2 weeks of March. You're attracted to the light because you know, your soul knows that the light is what you need right now. You have a blessing to lift sadness, okay? You have the never-ending story. The never-ending story is something that just seems to have no end. Like the chapter never ends. There isn't the end. It just keeps going. It keeps getting penned over and over relentlessly. So that moth is coming out. It's saying turn to the light, okay? Remember that you are spiritually guided and protected. Remember, overflow love. This is your angel message here. It's just saying that turning to that light is going to help you overflow with love. So that's really the positive spin on this. And I'm not saying there's a spin, but it's like that light, that guiding light that you need right now, that's where you're going to overflow with love. That's what's going to help you change things around. And you have communication, co-creation. So you are invited with Spirit to step in and co-create with the spirit of the universe. What do you need to co-create? What do you want to co-create? This is a good time to ask and believe that you will receive what you're asking for, okay? So we're going to pull one major arcana, and we're going to pull a couple minors, and my battery might die, so if it does, I will pick up the message where I left off, okay? But we're going to try and get through this because I see it flashing at me, and I don't like that. You have the Empress. This is about new things coming through for you. So you have the birth of a new circumstance or situation. This is kind of about maybe you being born again. You have the Five of Cups. You have regret and sadness, okay? And this is saying that you need to get out of that regret and sadness. The Six of Swords here also, Spirit's trying to push you along, nudge you along to help pull you away from that sadness, that regret, or that kind of despair, that loneliness that you're feeling, that sorrow. I'm sorry if I'm talking fast. I don't want the camera to die, but I want to get the message out. The other Six of Wands. Okay, you are, you're going to overcome this. You have valor and bravery, and Spirit really does have your back. Okay, I promise you that. All right, and two more cards to talk about. You have a new path moving forward, and this is the co-create thing coming out that I talked about. So co-create with the universe, the Spirit, to manifest and bring through what you want. Meditate on how you can co-create. Read up on co-creation, talk with Spirit, meditate, channel, automatic writing, anything like that to help figure out what it is that you want to co-create and how to go about that, because the door is opening for you. It's available if you want to step through it, Aquarius. And finally, Aquarius, I know the camera is different and the sound is different. So I was saying my battery was going to die, and I didn't have my extra battery, so I had to switch to my iPad. I want to wrap up your reading because I want to get the whole message out and not break the flow. So I had this on standby. But anyway, we're talking about that door opening up for you, Aquarius. And so this is really what's happening, is that door is opening up for you, and it's leading you in the path of least resistance to get that abundance. That co-creation really is going to break you out of the never-ending story that you have going on. Okay, so breaking out of the never-ending story, but it's really hard to manifest, and it's really hard to do that when we are so caught up and wrapped up in our emotional turmoils and the things that are really bringing us down in life, breaking us down, the things that we feel like are holding us back. And it's like always being in the resistance. It's like Esther Hicks always said, get into the vortex, right? But so anyway, this moth, this is like, go to the light, Aquarius. You're going to find your answers in the light. I promise you that 100%. I'm sorry I had to kind of break the flow of this reading up. I saw that light flashing on my camera, and I thought, can you believe this? But I'm going to keep going. I'll find a way to get the message out. So anyway, Aquarius, that's your reading. If you enjoyed this reading, if it like spoke something to you, check me out on Patreon, the description box below. You can support me if you feel like I'm worthy of that. I post all my extended readings there for one low price. There's a few different tiers. You pick and choose what you want, but I would love to have you. I just opened that up. I quit doing extended readings one by one. I just put them all in one place, and everybody can see them. If you're cross watchers, you watch your moon rising Venus sign, all that, yada yada, it's there. So again, if you like this reading, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll talk to you again soon. Have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you. Bye.